back.
I know you heard the rumors. You must get over to it right away. If anyone can do it, you gotta get there soon as.
Alright, computer. Tell me where he is.
Sir, if I may, who are you talking about?
You know damn well who I'm talking about. Tell me where he is.
Oh, him. Well, the thing about him is that that's kind of classified and nobody knows exactly where he is. How about you try and get his attention by making a video? You're a YouTuber, right?
Well, I mean, they don't call me GamerMan for nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but seriously though, I'm literally going to sell you after this. You're kind of fucking useless. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another GamerMan video. Today I'm GamerMan and I'm gonna tell you how to be a GamerMan. We're playing Minecraft and we're gonna be a GamerMan. Let's find a village and kill everyone. Wait, there's a village! Pause. Wait a minute. This is moving way too fast. Because before this, I spent 30 minutes trying to find a village, and I had some pretty funny stories. So instead of just showing you a continuous straight path of me trying to find the village and actually doing stuff at the village, I'm gonna have to show you a series of uninterrupted and confusing jumbled shorts. And I've grown as a person, morally, physically, and spiritually. You know, I talk to ghosts sometimes, the ones from Luigi's Mansion specifically. And they tell me, bro, play Luigi's Mansion. And I told Nintendo about that, and they sued them. So now the ghosts are gone because they're scared I'll report them to Nintendo again. One of them is named Mario, so there is legal suing ground for Nintendo to get their ass. So they're afraid of me. Especially when I make these videos and I'm yelling, they just get more scared because they think I'm calling Nintendo up and I'm like, hey, the ghosts are back. Do you want to sue them? One of them's purple, one of them's green, one of them's blue and skinny, one of them's red and like big. You know what's weird about the ghosts too is that they're always talking to me like they're saying, hey, you should get Twitch Prime. You got an Amazon account, right? You want to get Twitch Prime? And then there's one specific ghost that's like, hey, you want to get a kick? You want to start gambling? Bro, I mean, I'm not saying you should gamble because that's illegal, but like, it's pretty cool. You should like study gambling. Needless to say, I did call up Luigi, who ended up being just a freaking meth addict. He came over and I was like, hey, can you bust these ghosts? And he's like, oh, what, man? Man, what are you talking about? I'm Luigi. And he called up Mario and Mario came over and he ripped a drug. Mario, what are you doing? Dude, you're not the childhood man. And I was like, oh, mamma mia, man. What are you talking about? I always did this. What do you think those shrooms were? They weren't mushrooms, they were shrooms. Needless to say, I called Nintendo after that and they also started screaming at them. I'm pretty sure they lost their job, right? Because you see in the Mario movie, you see Chris Pratt was Mario and Charlie Day was Luigi. That wasn't just to get advertisement for the movie, it's because they were doing drugs. And I'm sorry to say if they were your childhood heroes, but they were also mine. And I was crying. Because they were offering me, who at the time was a child. I'm not saying I'm not one now, but I'm also not saying I am one now. So I'm just trying to keep you on your toes. But yeah, they were trying to get me to do wild stuff. They were trying to get me to do something called fire flower. And they just handed me a flower. That's how baked they were. And they're like, this stuff makes you shoot the fire from your hands. I don't know why I'm speaking in like a Dracula accent, but it was crazy. Do y'all fuck with Despicable Me 4? I do. I'm not gonna say why I do. It's just like, I kind of did. I went to the theater, I walked out and I was like, whoa. It didn't make me feel good. There's a few scenes that especially made me feel like a little yellow. That's a little pun for you. Cause I walked out of the theater and I was like, whoa, that was a movie. That was the first movie I've ever seen, actually. I thought it was cinema, because I saw it in the cinema, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I did see it in the cinema. I thought it was, you know, I see why they made 4 of those. Not even 4 of those, I'm 6, even though thematically, according to the lore I established with this story in of itself, I don't know that there is 6 because that was the first movie I've seen. But if they were to make 5 more movies, I would see why. And I'm just speaking honestly. Don't get mad at me. Speaking at me, you know, Mario used to say that. In an update on the Mario story, it just happened, by the way. I cut away for like 5 seconds, so there's a creeper there. Right, Mario came up to me and he was like, Mamma Mia, man, the Nintendo's coming for Mamma Mia. And I was like, bro, you deserve it, bro. You were trying to get a then child to do drugs. once again, man, I'm not saying I am. I'm not saying I'm not. If you want to give me money because you think I'm an adult, you do it. If you want to give me money because I'm a kid, that's a little weird, but I'll take it. He said, man, we're going to run away. It's all your fault, but we forgive you. And I'm like, oh, thank you, man. I love you, Mario. He's like, I love you too. And he walked up to Luigi and he's like, Luigi, you love this man, don't you? And Luigi was like, no, I don't. I do not love this man, Mario. Mario, I do not love this man. And Mario's like, oh, not even platonically, Luigi. And Luigi's like, no, I do not love this man. Yeah, needless to say, Luigi got blown up by an ICBM. And let me tell you about this one time, I was the last time I was near snow. I haven't been near snow in a while. It's when I went to Antarctica. Let me just check there's polar bears in Antarctica before I fucking make up a dumbass story. Okay, so I went to the Arctic, and that's the North Pole, by the way. I actually became an expert while I was there. I was there for... Yo, buddy. Hey, yo, we can talk about this, bro. Hey, bro. There was this one girl or dude. Hey. She said she liked... Oh, throw one out to you, bro. Yeah, they always ruin everything in the biggest moment, but... Oh, yeah. You don't want to end up like your sibling. Hey. Let's leave this cave, all right? I went to the North Pole, right? And there, I met this one... Pay respects. I met this one... I guess guy, right? And I never knew what he looked like. I was like in a tunnel, stuck in a tunnel. The roof collapsed, right? But only the roof for the exit, so I just couldn't get out. And I was like, oh shit, I'm stuck here for the rest of my life. I'm screwed. No. And then I hear this faint voice coming out, and it was like, oh, hello. Are you stuck down there? I can help you. I was like, please help me. I'm stuck in this cave. I'm stuck in this big white cave. I can't leave. And he's like, oh, don't worry, dude. I can get you out. I'm like, you can get me out? I'm like, please get me out. And he pulls out a shovel. He's like, all right, I'm gonna start digging out the door. And I'm like, you don't need to announce everything you do, man. I love you, but like, you don't need to announce everything you do like that, man. It's, you know, that can kind of lead to like problems later down, because then people know what you're doing. And he's like, don't worry, bro, don't worry, I'm coming to save you. And I'm like, dude, I just told you not to do that. And he's like, oh, my bad, bro. And I'm like, all right, yeah, good, but like next time don't tell me that you didn't, just say nothing. And he's like, and I'm like, dude, this guy's learning fast. I love this guy already. And I told him, dude, I love you. And he's like, dude, don't tell people out loud what you love. And I'm like, oh, he learned so fast. And I'm like, dude, I fuck with you, bro. What's your name? And he's like, oh, my name is Coca-Cola Bear. And I'm like, your parents hate you or some shit? And he's like, yeah, they kind of did. And he said, all right, so I want you to not scream when I get you out. And I'm like, why? Are you a serial killer? Are you like JD Cooper or whatever that guy's name was, where he hijacked the plane and jumped out? And he's like, no, don't worry about that. It's just like, some people react a little weird when they see me. And he digs out the tunnel. First thing I see is the literal fucking Coca-Cola Bear. He's holding a Coke bottle. He's wearing a Coke t-shirt. He's got the sunglasses on. He's got like the hat on. He's got the skis too. And somehow he's holding the skis with both his hands, but he's somehow holding the shovel with his mouth. And I'm like, did you do that with your mouth? And he's like talking while he has the shovel in his mouth. And he's like, yeah, I did. I'm multi-talented. Not only just a sales representative. And I'm like, you're the real fucking Coca-Cola Bear, bro? You didn't tell me? Yeah. I'm the real Coca-Cola Bear. And I'm sorry. Yeah, you should be sorry. I'll tell you, Coca-Cola, they did something. And he's like, what did they do? I've been working for them all my life with no problems. And I told him, bro, you've been in the Arctic for all your life. You don't know what's actually happening behind the scenes. And he said, oh, I'm sorry. He takes off the Coca-Cola merch. He throws the bottle on the ground. He starts pissing on the bottle. He burns it because his piss is fucking flammable. It's like lighter fluid. And I'm like, dude, you need to get that checked out. And he's like, just go on with the story. I told him, you know, the thing that came out recently where Coca-Cola actually plotted the assassination, and you know which one I'm talking about, the Elmo assassination. And I told him that, and he was like, oh shit, I accidentally crafted a second crafting table. Fuck. And I told him, you know Elmo, you know how he doesn't exist? And he's like, yeah. I told him, it's because of it. His mouth dropped to the floor. And when I mean dropped to the floor, it went through the snow, right? The snow started melting and shit. That's how hot his mouth was, because his breath fucking stinks. He's been drinking Coca-Cola for his entire life. Teeth rotted, completely rotted. Once again, he needs to get that checked out. All the way to the floor, that poor bear. And he's like, dude, they did that. I'm like, yeah, it's true. I saw it happen with my own eyes. I went to the Elmo ceremony where he was getting nominated #1 Elmo of the Year. I don't know why they did that. It seems like so weird now after the incident. If they didn't do that, they could have saved Elmo. If they... I know it's all about a game of what ifs, and I'm telling this to the Coca-Cola bear, and I hope nobody has to experience what he was probably experiencing there, because he was shocked. He looked like he was gonna collapse, and collapse he did. He fell to the ground, and I just saw the life leave his eyes. It was like pure shock. I tried to rush him to the hospital, and they're like, dude, what the fuck? Why are you bringing a fucking polar bear into the fucking hospital? And this was after I got back from the Arctic, so the polar bear's body was already almost fucking dead. Deader than it already was. Dude, this is the Coca-Cola bear. You love Coca-Cola. I mean, I love Coca-Cola. We need to save this Coca-Cola bear. And I know I was lying there because we all know they created the Elmo plot, but these hospital workers are working way too hard to actually figure out about anything. They've been in the hospital for like 24 hours after the Elmo incident, and they haven't pieced it together yet that Coca-Cola plans the Elmo plot. So the workers are like, oh, I love Coca-Cola. We need to save this bear right now. And they put up freaking electric shock thingy. I can't think of it right now. And they're like, he's too cold. He's been dead for 2 months. Bro, you killed him. Speaking of stone, Mario and Luigi came back, all right? It was like 6 seconds ago, bro. You just missed it, and I'm sorry I couldn't catch it on tape, but I can do a perfect impersonation of them. All right, they came in. They were like, dude. GamerMan, I'm GamerMan, by the way. GamerMan, we came in. The Nintendo, they're chasing us, right? There's a skeleton, oh fuck. I don't know why he was commentating my game. I don't even know how he predicted that, by the way. This is just a recount of the story. And they're taking our crack cocaine, and we're like, we can't give you our crack cocaine, and of course. And I was like, yeah, only naturally. You can't give them your crack cocaine. They can't take our crack cocaine, oh my god, they can't take our crack cocaine. I'm going to fucking overdose without it. And I'm like, how does that even work? You need drugs to overdose. And he's like, I mean relapse. And I'm like, you also need drugs to relapse. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna die if I don't. And I'm like, oh dude, that's serious, dude. Is there anything I can do to help you? And he's like, dude, give me more cocaine. Right? Luigi was just in the background the whole time, and when he heard cocaine, he was like, oh, cocaine. And I'm like, Luigi, I'm sorry I don't got cocaine. I told Mario and Sika, I was like, Mario, I got some cocaine, right? It's in the back, but you can't share it with Luigi because I don't fuck with him. And Mario was like, oh, why can't I share it with Luigi? And I'm like, dude, it's only for you. Right? Keep in mind, like a few hours ago, these guys were being really annoying. They were being really annoying. I was trying to play Minecraft. I was trying to film this video for over a week. I wasn't trying to edit this video for over a week. I was just really lazy, and I tried to film this video for over a week. Right? And Mario was like, the entire time in the background, he's like, you got any drugs? Right? So that's just justifying what I'm talking about. Right? And I told Mario, it's in the back, in the closet. Right? In the back of the closet, I got crack cocaine. Luigi's just sitting on my bed. He's napping at this point. Straight napping, right? Usually he's yapping, but now he's straight napping. When I told Mario that, he was like, oh no, you're just crapping. You need to look. It's so much. It's pure Colombian cocaine. He's like, oh my god, Colombian cocaine? I'm like, yeah. You have to look. It's so good. And he goes into the closet. I lock the door. Previously, dude, back in preschool, I met this dude. His name was John Crane or something. He had a weird nickname though. That's all I remember him by. Jigsaw, some shit. Like I grew up with him. I played Fortnite with him all the time. Even played Minecraft with him sometimes. Right. And he was like, I'm trying to start up a contracting business. What would you ever want? I'm like, dude, I got these really annoying 2 roommates. They're both Italian. They're both always smoking drugs. Right. Do you think you can like construct like a trap or something for one of them? Specifically one of them to put in my closet, and like I'll talk about the other trap later. It's I need to keep the surprise, keep the suspense, right? And he's like, I can do that, yeah, I can construct a trap real quick. It should be really easy. And I'm like, all right, dude, just build it. And then when I ask him to do it, the next day I wake up and I'm just stuck in my bed. There's like a bunch of buzz saws at my feet, and he's like, I will cut off your feet if you don't take your money out of your wallet right now and pay me for the build I just did. And I'm like, dude, I was already gonna do that. He's like, oh, sorry, I just wanted to teach people a lesson, I'm just practicing, right? He's like, okay, yeah, can you take me out of it? And he's like, no, I can only do that if you escape. I'm like, dude, you're so silly, man. So I escaped it. I sawed off my legs, and I'm like he's usually like this, by the way. I love Jigsaw, by the way, man. He's so funny. He should become a comedian one day, but like he said, his passion is in like contracting and constructing traps. I escaped it, sawed off my legs. I had to lick them too. because I needed to get some blood on like some sort of reading thing. It's like a blood test, and it would read my actual like blood levels, right? And that would unlock, that would like stop the buzzsaws for some reason. What? Oh, what even hit me? Oh shoot, it's a skeleton. I don't want to deal with that. They're annoying. To make the blood wet, of course, because it can't read it when it's not wet. It's a really weird flaw in the system. This is where the funny part was, by the way. He was like, all right, yeah, I can do it for you now. Just pay me, you know. I'm like, yeah, of course, dude. How much you want? And he's like, you know, 35 Robux. Yeah, and I told him, oh yeah, I'll pay you, right? And he's got a huge Roblox addiction, and I really need to help him with that, right? Because all day, every day, he's playing like RNG anime babes, right? And I keep on telling him, bro, you need to stop doing it. He's like, no, dude, I'm okay. Oh, it's a ruined portal over there. No, dude, I'm okay, man. It's fine. I'm making so much money off of this anyways, right? So he makes a trap, and I told him, good job on the trap, by the way, man. I really enjoyed it. And then Mario's like, oh, Mamma Mia, during the trap. This is just a spoiler, by the way. And after Jigsaw made the trap, I told him to do 3, by the way. 1 for Luigi, 1 for Mario, 1 for one for him. But I put him in that trap without him knowing, right? Oh, fortune. And he was like, you got me. And I'm like, I got you. Right? And I thought he would make all the traps to where he could escape them, because, you know, he's the master, he's a trap master, right? And he couldn't. He was... He thought the trap would be for both Mario and Luigi after they escaped the first trap, where they'd have to bash their heads in on a saw to actually escape, because the chain was on their heads, right? And they had to cut the chain, but to do that they had to jump up into the saw. Try not to miscalculate, but saw's coming in from the side, and he can't jump. He lost his legs a few days ago because of another trap I put him in, and he died. That was a part of the plan, though. He fucking tried to rip me off with that 20 bucks. Dude, you think a Jigsaw trap is worth 20 bucks? What the fuck, bro? He's probably laughing about it right now. I paid him what he asked for. I gave him a tip, 10%, by the way, because I guess fuck, I'm stuck. His employers don't pay him enough anyways, even though he's a contractor. And he's like, oh, thank you very much. Got stuck in a trap, he died. All right, back to the Mario story. Mario gets in his trap, and his trap is like, there's a picture of Princess Peach in front of him, but it's actually not Princess Peach. It's actually just saws. It's just buzz saws, and this is so fucking dumb. So we did that, and he died. And I came in there, and like, he was still bleeding out, by the way, and he was like, why would you do that, GamerMan? I loved you like a brother more than Luigi. And I was like, dude, why did you do that? You were just crashing in my house and ripping bongs a few days ago, man. I hated you. He's like, dude, I paid the rent. I'm like, no, you didn't. You did not pay rent. And then Mario was like, dude, I paid you 30 Robux. And I'm like, oh shit. Because recently, Jigsaw got 30 Robux from an unknown guy, and I'm like, where did you get the 30 Robux from? And he used that to gamble, and he got addicted to Roblox, and he spent all of his money on that, and that's what led him down to contracting. And it was like 2 months ago, and that's when he said he last paid his rent. That's when Mario said, pay it through your account, Jigsaw official. I'm like, what would make you think that Jigsaw is actually my Roblox account? And Mario was like, I don't know, man, I just saw Jigsaw on your wall. And that's when I realized the entire time Jigsaw was the one that owned my house and was actually paying my bills. I thought it was actually just Luigi paying my bills, but no, it was Jigsaw. And he wasn't ripping me off. He was just giving me a good deal. There's only so much loss I can deal with in one day. But Luigi did die after that. He went into his trap, which was just a fucking nuclear missile. Wait, there's a village! And that, my viewers, is where paths collide between past me and even more past me. I did not learn anything from this play session. Thanks guys for watching. That was a Minecraft Let's Play. If you want to see more of this, please comment down below, and I could continue this world too.
Meanwhile,
Jin Jam, better response.
Damn, he's finally back.